Hey, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Who is up this morning? It's about 7 o'clock. I didn't work out today. It's a busy day. I may be doing every other day. I'm still working on it. Not making excuses though, but I did get up and do my morning routine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you just meeting me or just joining me for the first time, welcome to the Dr. Melva page, community. I'm Dr. Melva, your board certified radiation oncologist, and I help breast cancer survivors live their most vibrant, healthiest lives post-cancer treatment. I do that through my online coaching programs and my coaching and nutrition systems, and you can follow me right here on facebook.com/Dr. Melva, DoctorMelva. So today I want to ask you, are you a hot mess? Are you a hot mess? And sometimes I know we can all say yes. So when you join me, let me know you're here, where you're joining from. And if you're a hot mess, it's okay. So I'm reading this book, which is backwards, and I've talked about it before. And on my other page, I mentioned, I think I've done a couple segments on it that maybe I could share here. High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard. And I was reading something this morning. I said, oh my gosh, I have to get on here and tell the Dr. Melva community about this because some lady needs to hear this right now. So again, I'm enjoying talking to each of you, the coaching calls, our online community groups, learning a lot. But I think this will speak to some of you today. So as we prepare for the storm, the hurricane, I hope everybody is safe. Good morning. I'm so glad you caught me, Anna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well today. So we're going to talk about, are you a hot mess? Okay. So I was reading this section in the book, and it's about clarity. So about seeking clarity where you are in your life right now. And he gives us this example. Again, this is a book. And he says, he's talking about a lady who's like high powered. She's done well. Some things happen in her life, and she's trying to get it back together. And she says, I'm struggling even if no one sees it. And that just hit me because so often we as women that are busy and working and going through life and health struggles, a lot of you survivors, you're struggling even if no one sees it. So you finished your treatment and everybody thinks, gosh, life is great because you've already had radiation and chemo and surgery and you're not taking meds anymore. You're only taking one med and you can be struggling and no one may see it. And that's really difficult. And then he goes on to say, I don't want you or anyone to feel sorry for me. And I don't want you to tell me I'm not a mess. That's what my friends do. It's good for me to let this out. Things are good, but something's not right. So he goes on to talk to her, and she takes a deep breath, and she says, have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions for maybe too long? And the author, Brendon, says, I think to myself, is there a proper length of time anyone should live life not going through the motions? But he said he doesn't say that because she asked what he felt. And then he said, when people are struggling with their emotions, they often externalize the situation and ask questions about other people instead of owning it. Oh my God, that's exactly true. Yes. Is this helpful? I love this because she's like, I'm struggling and no one sees it. So then he goes through and he talks to her a little bit. And she said, I don't exactly know. That's why I wanted your perspective. I've just got so many things going on. I feel like I'm always reinventing the wheel and never catching up. Has anybody ever felt that way? Like, oh my gosh, I can definitely relate with that. So that makes me feel like a mess in so many ways, i.e. a hot mess. And yet I'm good at what I do, and so I can handle it all. And I want to stop right there because I know a lot of you are good at what you do. You can handle it all. You're the mom, the wife, you're still working, and you feel like a hot mess, but you're struggling, and sometimes people can't see it. And like this lady says, this high-powered lady that Brendon Burchard is coaching in this book, everybody just wants to tell you like, oh, you're not a hot mess. Oh, you're okay. And I'm here to say like, it's okay to be a hot mess because I will tell you, I'm a hot mess a lot. A lot of my clients are a hot mess. And sometimes we have to like own that. So we stop going through the motions. And I haven't like continued reading on his suggestions. And I know he has some because this section is about clarity, where you are in your life right now. And that means knowing what you want and how you're going to get it. So he goes on to say, this lady, this high-powered lady, Katie's talking to in this book says, I'm good at what I do so I can handle it all. So I feel like just going through the motions and all the chaos becomes almost routine. Has anybody been there before where like everything in your life is just chaos and you get so used to the chaos that you keep doing it that it's just part of your routine? We don't need chaos as our routine, right? And so she describes being frustrated and restless at the same time. And so then he goes on to talk to her, and he basically says, a lot of us know the Kate, and some of us may be the Kate, maybe the hot mess that's struggling, but on the outside it looks like we have it all. We know how to handle it. But he talks about where he's going is that when you're uncertain of what you want, so whether that's how you want your life to look after your cancer treatment, what you want your career to be like, what you want your marriage to be like, what you want your, even sexual life to be like, because a lot of women struggle with that after going through the treatments and the changes in your body. At some point, and this is what he says in the book, if you don't get very clear about who you are and what you want at this stage in your life, things are going to start to unravel. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and say that if you are a hot mess, or someone that's a hot mess, and you feel like nobody else can see your struggle, and you're tired of people saying you're going to be okay, that you have the choice to change that by getting clear on who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. So I hope that helps somebody today. Again, I'm Dr. Melva, your board-certified radiation oncologist, and I help breast cancer patients and survivors live their most vibrant, healthiest lives post-cancer treatment. Again, I was just giving some tidbits from the book I'm reading, High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard. So be encouraged today. If you're getting ready for the hurricane, again, make sure you have your medicines, your emergency contact numbers together, that you have water, you have somebody else accountable if something happens to you. I know a lot of you are living alone. And go on and have a wonderful day. We'll connect later. Until next time, you can follow me right here on facebook.com/doctormelva, DoctorMelva. Thanks for joining. Bye.